What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video here on the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to install OpenIV. So this is basically quite an important tool if you want to mod GTA 5. It makes you able to open some certain .rpf files. They basically include a lot of game textures, some of the files. So by editing these, you can change cars, so you can have realistic cars or real cars. You can change clothes, so you can have real clothes. You can have textures on the street, but you need OpenIV for this, and that's why I'm going to show you how to download it. So just go to the link in my description to OpenIV, and then you click download now. Ignore the version number, that doesn't matter, because you want the latest one anyways. Then just run ovi setup.exe. Choose English or Russian, whatever you desire. Accept the terms, obviously, and then you choose where you want to install it. And just take the one that's already there. I'm not going to create a desktop icon, but obviously you can if you want. And just continue. It's going to go pretty fast. And then obviously if you check the box to open it after installation, it will open like this, and then you see it's compatible with all these games. But what you're going to want to do is choose Grand Theft Auto and click Windows. Now it's going to ask you for your game directory. So you're going to want to either you copy and paste the game directory location here, or you click Browse and then click on a folder and then just select it. But I have it right here, so you just copy it and then you paste. You just select it or copy paste, and then it should say successfully, and then OpenIV can work with this file. It's also going to say your game version. Just click continue, and it says do not forget to back up your original files before editing. We'll come to that later. Now you're going to want to let it open, and it's going to look like this. So now we're going to go over some settings. You don't have to do really any of this, but it's just really nice. And I'm going to try to explain them for you. So this first step you actually have to do. So you're going to want to go into ASI Manager, and you want to make sure ASI Loader and OpenIV.asi is installed. And you can read here why you want that to be, or why you want to have them enabled. Open camera, if you want the enhanced free camera boundary limit in the Rockstar editor, you can install it. I have never ever used Rockstar editor, so I'm just gonna leave it uninstalled. But when you install these, you will have a mods folder here. I don't know if I have, yeah, obviously I have things in it. And basically what this does is anything you place inside the mods folder, this basically makes so you don't have to back up your game files because they're technically already backed up in the game. So the files you usually edit are this one, update, and obviously all subfolders, x64, and these, as you can see, I have some .rpf files that's in the game directory. So if you scroll down, we have x64 and a letter all the way to W, also common.rpf. Those are the ones you usually mod. But you want to leave the ones outside. This is if you have space on your computer, because when I didn't have that, I just didn't care about the mods folder. But if your game files, if something messes up basically during modding, it's really nice to have the mods folder because you can just delete it. It's pretty obvious the issue with maybe your game crashing is in there. So you can just delete it and start over, I guess. So it's going to be empty for you guys. But what I recommend doing is dragging or copying, rather, the update folder, x64, just the update and x64 folder into the mods folder. If you want to, you can take all of these ones. However, I haven't done that because not all of them. I haven't actually modded all of them. Only 3, as you saw in my game folder. So what I do is when I mod, for an example, let's say I'm going to mod x64i, and you don't decide that. Basically, if you download a mod, maybe some of them will have will require you to install it in a certain one of them, depending on which one has, for an example, clothes or whatever. So let's see, for an example, this time I'm gonna have to mod x64i. Then I copy that at time of modding it. Obviously, that takes a few minutes to just copy, but it's not a big deal because it kind of saves space on my disk. Anyways, now I've kind of explained how the mods folder works and how you can just delete it if you break your game. But now I'm going to show you guys some settings. So to actually edit things, you need to click this thing and then click yes. But that will be disabled every time you go into OpenIV. So what you're going to want to do is go to Tools, Options. You're going to want to go to General, change default work mode from read only to edit. And here you see show selected game and platform dialog on startup. You want to uncheck that box. Unless, of course, you use OpenIV for other games. But I'm assuming because you watched this tutorial that you're only going to use it for GTA 5 on Windows. And then here, this is kind of, preference. Some of them, like install updates automatically. Yeah, maybe that's nice. Sort OpenIV relocation from last session. That's like, let's say you have modded in updates and then a few subfolders, and you close the game and you wanted to remember that. But close all open archives at start game. That basically means if you click this green start button up here, which I can't, because obviously this window is open and I don't want to launch it. But if you click that, then it's gonna close the archives and launch the game. Maybe you want that, maybe you don't. That's up to you. You can clear the search filter. So basically, if you search and then you find what you didn't find, but you search and then it clears. These are checked from the beginning. But now, if you, like me, have multiple game directories, you're gonna want to go to the game section and then you just click change directory and choose the other one. So the last thing we're gonna go over is sorry, that's the wrong tab. About the mods folder. And if you want to show a notification while editing outside of mods folder, so let's say you accidentally go into update instead of mods and update, you want it will display a notification. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. But you can also enable so you can't accidentally edit outside of it, which is really good as a starter. I don't have it enabled. I don't know why really, but I think I have modded outside of it sometime if it's like a mod that is a lot of files and just complicated to install and it doesn't break my game anyways. That's why I have it disabled, I think. Yeah. But it looks like this. So if I go to update x64 data, DLC packs, and then we go into here, and then you open an RPF file, and it will say the mods folder, and then you just click show in mods folder. So yeah, that's it for this video. Maybe it was a bit too long, but yeah, I tried to explain a lot of things so you understand how this how OpenIV works and how you can use it. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.